It's exactly what we're going to see here from UNC and Shikigami.
Okay, chat. Who do you guys think is going to win?
Cassidy and Sojourn still interchangeable right now.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like there's a leader in this two matchup. It's just what people are more comfortable with. Obviously, there's strengths and you know, minuses for all.
A la
of
carte.
these,
Pretty massive new tier 1, my friend.
It feels like if you can just play the Cassidy, you can play more around getting the Hinder Grenade on the Tracer, play a little bit more off angle. You're less dependent on the one shots of the Sojourn. And you can see that's why we have Haven taking an off angle, but Shikigami recognize it and punish him.
Yeah, instant speed onto Haven. A lot less mobility with the Cass. Yeah, as well. The slide is just so strong.
UNC incoming.
All right, there's the
Paintbrush is on that team. I didn't know. I know all these players. Well, I don't know Haven that much, but I've seen Peace, Cowman, Unbay, Paintbrush. Okay. Rye Amazing, Vintage. Oh yeah, this is NA. Of course we chat. We're gonna recognize a lot more of these players because we play NA. We don't play EU, so I don't know any of those. I don't know a lot of EU players. But
Shikigami by the looks of it.
Yeah.
It looks like Ryan Mason there was trying to just jump on their head, but it's all good. He ends up backing off, push onto the point as Haven does add a nice little headshot cross map. Here's Cowman using a lot of the abilities first. Fortify down, same with the spear spin. Got to be careful. Post bomb from Ryan Amazing does end up swinging a miss, but here comes the rush from Graveyard. Shikigami just running into the front line, and unfortunately for Hanbei, rush a lot later. And that's the problem is with these rushes, Scott. As soon as you hear the enemy rush, you're like, okay, do I press the Q?
Dang, bro. I think this is gonna be a 3-0, chat.
You're a little bit too late. You're kind of locked into that animation. You can't hear Urisa. You end up falling down, and then you've wasted your rush.
And you made a great point.
When our stream team's playing, still canceled? Yeah, no, the other team doesn't want to scrim anymore because they're scared of our team.
Shooting tennis balls at each other over and over again. The big determining factor of this matchup is when you're using your cooldowns. You see they engage with the spear spins, they're putting back, going back and forth. But when you use your fortify, you become a lot more exploitable as a team. But we're gonna see Peace taking out one. Overclock comes out from Vintage, but hasn't found anything.
Yeah, well, there's the sound barrier from UNC. Paintbrush keeping the rest of the team alive and well. They had to as well. Shikigami not using their sound barrier, obviously, like you said.
Wow, nice. Okay.
Although they're kind of thankful they didn't use their beat there. They got one fight, 84%. Like, good chilling.
Yeah, Noctis kind of gets caught on the wall, and Peace is just the easiest one clip of Peace's life, or at least 2 clip. We'll give him a little bit of extra there. But if you're Shikigami, as you said, it's not the worst thing because you didn't use the sound barrier. So now you're gonna have the sound barrier to respond against the overclock or the pulse bomb. So you can just play very aggressive. Noctis getting low, needs to be careful. Cannot be the first one to get picked again.
All right, now they're gonna try and vibe on the.
This is a pretty even matchup. I'd be surprised if it's a 3-0.
Nice little headshot. Doesn't find too much.
I mean, I feel like the players are good, but when it comes to organized team play, I think Shikigami has it on them.
Pulse bomb from Ryan Amazing too. Man, Unky not be able to stand up to this. After Shikigami used that sound barrier and just pulled down those DPS from the high ground with the Terror Surge. It was easy as pie. 85% of building, quick push to the spawn. TP out actually from Haven, just getting people back into the fight ASAP. Pretty smart actually.
That's actually like a really nice play, like because it closes a little bit of distance. That's an extra little bit of meterage that your team can get. Now they can touch and take a more effective fight, and they have ultimates up as well. They have the rush, they have the pulse bomb. There's an opportunity for them in this fight.
There's a continuing rush onto the point. Cowman needs some serious help though. Doesn't end up moving forwards, but look at the damage incoming onto the tank player of UNC. Just no chance for Cowman to stay alive. Oh, right, amazing. Gets comboed out by the Kiriko. Overtime is still here, and Aspect just trying to navigate around this point.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. It doesn't matter about how many players have more experience, because I feel like if a team that has more... I feel like teams who practice together and actually have like good team synergy beats teams that actually have
how these two teams are playing the composition. Right now it feels like Shikigami, they're trying to put all their pressure on a Cowman, the opposing Orisa.
What? No, like they're saying this team UNC has former contenders / Overwatch League players, but Shikigami has top division team for years. I would rather put my money on a top division open division team that has been together for years, playing together and scrimming together, and they know the team ins and outs, rather than a team that's just been put together for like, you know.
Ryan Mason does that to back out. Doesn't want to use that recall just yet, especially with a pulse bomb. Now contesting, but for how much longer? There's the spear spins from both Orissas. Calman, Terror Surge. Does get matched with a Suzu. Almost gets blown up straight out of it though, but Paintbrush lays down the sound barrier, so Calman can still just continue into this fight. Nice spear onto Noxus, and this will be UNC's. It's their final chance here to try and win this round, and Haven's going to put this final nail in the coffin. 95% for UNC, and Shikigami with the sound barrier can't find a place to use it.
This is why I've been telling you guys.
Straight out of Shikigami's hands.
Shikigami's not winning. I've been telling you guys this. UNC might win.
Understanding the limitations, right? They hit that at 99%, that one fight that they had to touch.
This is why I think a team made a bunch of random players put together beats a team that's been practicing for years together.
Just making himself a threat. Walks into the opposition team, pops to the Terror Surge, just makes himself a threat. Does enough damage that Shikigami has to scatter into the wind, and then from there they just couldn't do anything. So a flip of that round, and we might have a close series. We expected this one to be a close series. Both of these teams have been pretty solid, just weren't good enough to get that get out of the group in the #1 seed, but everything to play for.
Yes, Group C, really turning up actually. All right, a little swap here onto the Sigma instead for both sides. Even the same kind of layout here for Shikigami at least, apart from the Sig. But Baptiste for Hande.
Yeah, I think if
actually, that smells good.
The Sigma, I much prefer playing the Baptiste. I think you can play around.
I need to stop saying that as well. I say actually for a lot of things. I should just say that smells good instead of that actually smells good.
When you would usually want to Suzu. Kalman gets extremely aggressive onto the opposition side. Has to use all their cards and eventually fall down to the point, but they are alive.
You're trying to be toxic.
Jeez, that was close. There's the cap too.
I see that grin.
Taking the head clean off of Ryan Amazing. I always feel so satisfying. I always say, but like, Bab's gun is
Jay isn't used to home-cooked meals. I cooked for chat several times. I cooked for my dad and my brother when they came over a week ago. Oh my god, I need to do a cooking stream with chat just so I can show you guys to shut up.
And then use the immortality field and no one ever dies.
Undead hero, pre-match of 4 months.
Right now in the chat. DPS
that's good.
Sorry, I Suzu'd and lamped your pulse bomb. Yeah, get better.
Sucks to suck, DPS.
Oh, I thought I was hearing double.
I'm glad we're both support. we could just dunk on him 24/7. Well, Ryan Amazing finding a little duel here, a little 2v1, a little bit of unfair on his side of things. The Nog just does end up coming back in. Ryan Amazing just playing so aggro, trying to force a lot of damage. He's out of here. Those pulse bombs coming up rather soon. Turns his attention now onto this high ground bridge as the Kasune Rush was pulled. Unking does end up backing off. There's the pulse. Here's the pulse.
Oh, that pulse bomb, even though, you know, still got a kill.
Ready, rest in peace.
And you see right there, there's the difference of maybe why Shikigami is playing.
Okay, wait a minute. Maybe I have to change my thought process here, chat. UNC is actually cooking 59%.
Yes, you can get great value out of
And they took the first map.
I
don't know, man.
Rush is just so oppressive. They just couldn't stand up to the amount of damage, and that's pretty much a team fight win for Shikigami off of that one ultimate. Obviously, pulse bomb, but that's not a big one to go by the wayside.
There's a window. No rock to be seen, but there's the sound.
No, I'm not cheering for UNC. I'm just saying. I thought it was going to be a 3-0. I still think Shikigami's going to win.
One of the tanks, or maybe just a flip. There it is, and Peace managed to find himself in the back line as
well. Ooh, that was a J3 pulse right there. Okay. Wait, why are you laughing? Wait, why are you laughing? You don't believe in me?
Fancy footwork from Peace.
Oh, that's toxic.
Oh my god. Unking just kind of demolished Shikigami there, and they're in final fight.
I don't, you know, I'm gonna say it. Okay, obviously great play, and that was a great team fight overall. Why do all Tracer
Jay, don't make cake. You seem to have enough.
And then they kill you. They always do that 1 second pause where they look down at your.
Emily is making pancakes, chat, so we're gonna have to judge it on stream.
Every single one of them does. It's disrespectful.
They are literally taunting you.
Oh.
They got the kill, bro. There's the flux from.
Doesn't matter about the looks of the pancake. It's about the personality.
OT coming in, Ink now on the low ground for Haven, but it doesn't really seem to matter. Got a good angle now.
Oh my, I'm done. She said it has a lot of personality, and you're not a cat. I hate cats.
Like dominoes if they're not careful. The rush comes out from Graveyard, does hit the point as well, but who's there to touch again? Aspect jumps.
Damn. Okay. Damn. You know what? I'm changing, chat. I'm bandwagoning. Yo, Unc 3-0 Shikigami, bro. Just because Meg likes Shikigami, I'm gonna root for the other team. I just don't want Meg to be happy. Meg, stay sad.
Well, I've also never seen a souvenir game before as well.
Matt to the game. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
Well, I think they made him a little tall in game, but you know, maybe that was just being generous.
That's true, actually. That's a little generous, I think. Generous on the
Jack,
beard
you're
front,
right.
too.
A Nev onto the Alari.
Okay, let me cook.
I wonder how much a personal chef actually costs. How much does a personal chef cost per year?
Make them quit the game. Like, that is the plan.
Yeah, we're just hating on Tracer players today.
Oh, wait, yeah, we actually are. Wait. I mean it, please.
Here comes the Tracer. And this is the issue, right? So
A personal chef salary is around $65,000 to $70,000. Really?
This might just be an exceptionally quick first.
I thought it would be a lot more than that.
Did a whole lot, but the rest of the team taking the space.
Disagree, but sure. I think Alari did everything.
Well, okay, what did the Alari do in this fight, Jack?
Put the pylon down. Got damage in. Made sure the BAP stayed alive. I can't see the stats. I'm lying. I'm potentially lying here. But I will say the thing with the Alari too, Scott, where something we didn't actually mention, is that you really need another, like, main healer. You need someone that's also able to pump out heals. You can't really
Damn, they capped that really fast, bro. They have 5 minutes. Let's just say 5 minutes on second point. That's crazy.
Really just pump out heals in AoE or just like single target.
Cast down.
What? Vinci just dies there?
Just takes
Okay, well.
took it. I think they might have taken a shot from the Alari to the head, and then the Sigma was there to follow up. Maybe it was.
You know what? That was it. No, I think it was. The
Wait a
Alari.
minute, bro. If Shikigami loses, I feel like this is going to be a really huge upset.
Because the pylon, like you mentioned, it does get run down a lot and just shot from across the map.
Oh, he should pop his ult, yeah.
End up falling.
He's gonna die, I think. Yep. This is huge. This is really good for Ankh, bro.
Did end up landing on Neb. So Alari down.
And I think that's why we see the response from Calman. Once the Alari falls, they want to continue to hold this aggressive positioning and just keep the card moving for free so they can hold this high ground. So utilizing the ultimate and trading off the Sigma, that's actually very much worth it because that gives time for Neb to get back into this fight.
Well, Captive Sun is available. Gotta be careful though. Oh, straight on top.
Oh my god, bro. Ankh is cooking.
Noctis Vintage struck with the power of 1,000 suns, and that should be the point.
They're about to have another, what, 5.5 minutes for third point, dude.
Like what I'm seeing.
And the Alari ultimate.
Oh my god.
Very difficult to get value from. That's
They
one
are
of the weaknesses of
cooking.
Alari as well. It is a support hero who has an offensive ultimate. But it can be hard to use, and that's why you need to credit Neb. They had the positioning where use the shift to get the high ground, instantly pop the ult, instantly shoot it down into the squishies, gets 2 kills off of it instantly. So great play there from Neb on the Alari. Cast, anyone? Card, guys. The payload. Anyone want to?
Payload. Everybody
on it?
Yeah.
Everybody calm down.
All good. Right, amazing. He's in the back line right now. A little bit frustrating for Ungeek to kind of deal with. Oh, there's the flux on heights.
It's Shriek. Appreciate the massive 8 months, my friend. There you go. Shikigami needed to win a team fight, bro. They were not looking good, but I think they used a ult. Yeah, they used a lot of fucking ults for that.
Rally off the table now.
I didn't even see where the rally
At least they stopped the momentum.
I almost feel like what happened was Noctis wanted to go with the rally and play aggressively, but then Aspect saw the opportunity to drop the flux. So those are 2 big teamfight ultimates, as you said though, Jack, that are off the table. So now Shikigami, they're playing with nothing. They almost have to take a dry fight in this situation. It was a nice little stagger kill there from Amazing, but you can see them now. They're kind of on the back pedal, wait as much time as they can, get their ultimates up. Maybe Vintage finds a pick, gives you an opening. But if they open up these long sightlines, this is what's going to happen with the Alari or the Zenyatta now, actually. With the Zenyatta and the Sojourn,
take your time, no rush.
So much damage.
Got to be careful though, got to protect your back line, but they are stacking just like a 3 or 4 man squad in the back. So Zen's pretty safe. They're putting those VR goggles on, looking to find some kills. Nice pulse one on the side.
Nah, yeah, they're just cooking right now.
It's kind of a roll right now. Shikigami, where you at? You haven't got any ultimates either. Amazing close to that pulse bomb. I mean,
The BAP lived with 25 health too, dude. 1 tick of health.
It's gonna be up to the Tracer. There's the double triple blink into the recall. So now Amazing has to go out to the rest of the team, but it's unlikely they survive. Neb ends up with an easy kill on the Tracer. When it comes out from Graveyard, but I don't think Heaven really cares, to be honest with you. And Inc. They're just gonna run this one in. Noctis already dead.
Damn, chat.
3 minutes.
3 minutes.
I hit the
3 minutes.
No worries. Inc. with a 3-minute 8-second time bank. That is a speed run on Midtown. That's actually insane.
And honestly, textbook double flex support play, right? Understanding how it's all about controlling positioning. They are always trying to manipulate space, right? Like even that one fight where they got fluxed, the 2 people on the high ground, that's the right play that forced out an ultimate. And they did that throughout the entire map where, how do we get Neb into position to be able to utilize their damage and then just slowly win the fight on, one after the other, right? And it also goes back onto Shikigami. They need to get their ultimate economy under wraps because using that rally really costs. If they had a rally in that final fight, there's an opportunity that they can hold there.
Why does that bird look so scary looking?
That's like a sleep paralysis demon mode. that looked really scary.
Birds are dinosaurs.
Pigeon fear.
A fear of pigeons?
Yeah.
Doesn't everybody like have a slight fear of pigeons though?
No. What do you mean? Pigeons are just pigeons, bro.
Yeah, but why are you putting it back on the screen? Get it off. Obs.
Honestly, it's kind of cute. They are kind of cursed. I
look at those eyes.
Sleep paralysis demon, but like.
Do they blink? Yeah, they blink. Birds blink.
Those eyes are like black holes, bro. I can just, they are staring into my soul. I don't know what it is about those pigeons, man. They scare me. Scary stuff. Jump scare horror game is what Overwatch is sometimes.
Yeah, you know, to get you out of this one, Jack, you know what's scarier than that? A 3-minute and 8-second time bank for your opposition. So let's see how Shikigami are going.
He's still got it.
He's
still got it.
I'm back, baby.
Scott's back in it. He's so back with the segues.
So, okay, I actually love this decision here from Noctis and Shikigami. Get off the Brig. If you're playing against double flex support, Brig just isn't going to find as much value because you're trying to play around the extra healing, but there's just so much pick potential. So they go to the Lucio Kiriko so they can just play faster.
Oh, feels bad, man.
Face of Neb Ahambe, otherwise Neb's going to get picks just like that.
Yeah, surprising amount of damage. Always feels like with the Illari headshots. That solar rifle, it does a lot of work, and you obviously it's a bit of pacing to it, and that's why it's a very satisfying gun, like we were kind of talking about before. But if you land one headshot, that's very easy for your Tracer, your Sojourn, even your BAP in some regards to kind of follow up with a lot of that damage. So you do have to be very careful. And like you said, having to go quickly here, Shikigami, they get stumped on their first push.
Listen, it doesn't matter how good it looks. It's about how it tastes.
That's a window every single opportunity that it dies for them to get aggressive. Because
how does it taste?
Healing on the table, but
does it ube pancake?
Ooh. Returning the favor, but Neb is just everywhere.
Dominating on the Illari right now is what I would say. 10% as well. Towards that ultimate, make that 5, make that a captive sun available in just a moment. And there are a lot of sneaky places you can put the pylon as well. A lot of sneaky places.
I feel like this is like a snake oil salesman trying to sell me to play Illari in ranked. Just like, it's so fun, it's really good, you just don't understand. You know,
you just don't understand the pylon physics, bro. You just need to understand what to...
man, you can get into it at the ground floor and you can start playing Illari, man, and you could be ahead of the curve and get so many SR gains.
What are they talking about, chat?
Don't do it.
This sun, no value?
Not worth it. No value, sad stuff. All good though. Gonna end up backing up to the high ground. Here comes the rotation. There's the flux. Hits 2, Noctis. No sound barrier and no health either now. Andre and Haven to end up falling, however.
Wow.
Even this one up, just like isolating Vintage there. An isolating each from the pulse.
Oh my god, bro.
Pulse and ultimate not getting any value whatsoever. And who's alive? Well, it's Neb. Still going. No HP. Doesn't matter.
Bro, Shikigami is getting rolled, dude. I thought this was gonna be the opposite.
Fell through their fingers. This second one too. They got no fingers left. Like they've barely got palms to hold on to this win. Like they
don't have any fingers left. Well, they should just call up Waleed. Waleed has enough for the whole team.
They just don't have an answer to Neb right now. Even when they are finding picks and solid engages, it just feels like they're slowly bleeding out. They do have so many ultimates in the tank now, right? If they can just pop all of them and try and find as much value. The Fluxes goes wide. It does manage to catch the Sojourn, but he's not going to get any picks.
Haven goes down to a Deadeye. Rotation for Shikigami into the Mega Health Pack room. And maybe they can get some time on the point. Vintage trying to look for an angle, trying to look for kills. Just literally anything to shoot at, please. Please, someone pop into my LOS. Here comes the Captive Sun. Neb hitting Vintage on the point. That should be an easy kill for the Illari. It is. That outburst, though, not unfortunately. not saving them this time around. And there's the kill Shikigami are after. And there is time on the point. 30 seconds to go.
Wow. 30
Haven,
seconds, chat.
there's a chance now.
They capped with 30 seconds, man.
Neb quickly switching over to Lucio, back to Eliari, and point unlocked. With 2 minutes and 45 seconds to go, they're still fighting an unbelievable upward tilt battle.
Yeah, it's a huge high noon kill onto Haven. I said that it didn't.
Yo, Ryan, Preachman's for 4 months.
The Suzu was there, they healed him up, but you can't heal up through a high noon. It just locked on and it just went down, and from there they just didn't have enough. On the side.
Have a good night, Court. Sleep well, sleep well.
But 2.5 minutes, they do not have much going for them at all. They need to get things going fast because they also need to finish with time to be able to get this into overtime.
Amazing with a pulse.
Nice pulse bomb.
Onto the Sigma. Should get healed up pretty quickly, but Harmbe is pretty low. There's the Flux 2. Cowman, 70 HP, still manages to get away with that Flux skill onto Aspect. Vintage at least trades it over here, and with this rush Scott, they can just kind of put Vintage on the payload, or at least Ryan Amazing someone. Piece with a pulse bomb. Oh, got Suzu'd, I would imagine there. Didn't even hear the explosion go off. 2 minutes to go. Payload's moving. Peace now trying to match this payload progress. Trying to duel Ryan Amazing on the point. You can even give the pylon just to the Tracer here, I'm just saying.
I just realized while watching a movie, I kept Jay on my second monitor right by my side like a little puppy. I appreciate it. What kind of movie did we watch? By the way, if you guys didn't know,
does end up costing him his life. However, here comes the drop. Should be pretty easy clean that now.
Spy Family has a movie out in theaters. Nice stun, by the way. Oh my god.
That was ambitious, I'll say, from Aspect. You know, obviously the idea is they're all stacked up, they're all in a small room, you can't get a lot of
Shut up,
value,
Learn.
It's just too many tools to be able to, you know, counteract the value of that Flux, and now they don't have the Flux. They're not.
It's Walking Dead season 11. Oh my god, Walking Dead. Never mind, turn me off, bro. I stopped watching Walking Dead after like the second season, man. It got really boring after.
Ryan Amazing a little bit off this pulse one too as they try and push this high ground. Shikigami using the rush, forcing Unkink's retreats. Great man with the pulse one too. There's the captive son. Hit a couple of people in the back there. He's trying to pin down Vintage, but can't quite get the kill. And it's actually Vintage who comes up with 2 off the back of that one. Even when he was sunstruck, that movement speed getting low by about 40%. They're still lining up headshots. A double kill for the class. 30 seconds to go now, Scott. Unking have got another chance to contest.
Yeah, the cards were so far back because they just were committing so many resources to the high ground that there is going to be another opportunity here. Now we get to see Cowman's Flux.
Flux is good.
They might. They need a cap. They need a cap. They need a cap. Ooh, nice headshot, but he lives.
4 meters to go now with Cowman dead. Looking pretty impossible now for this defense as Shikigami are going to lock.
Yo, Shikigami can. They need a cap with time, though. If they don't cap with time, chat, it's kind of GG's. I don't think Shikigami finishes this with a minute and a half, though.
At least get this second point.
I don't think they finish it with a minute and a half. If they finish, I'll be impressed.
And fighting for a draw with 3 minutes on the time bank is unlikely, right? So if you're Shikigami, it comes down to you need to have a couple of big plays. And the only big play that I see on the horizon is Ryan Amazing here with the pulse bomb. If they can force out the Suzu and find a big pick with this pulse bomb, anything's possible.
Oh no, it attached to the fence. Oh man. The deployable scenery. Jay could be livid, is all I'll say.
What the hell? What would Jay know? And what would Jay know about finishing? I know how to finish my food.
About Christmas Kings Road not being fair. All right, there's the rush. Yeah, instantly goes.
Why are
down
you
to
laughing?
He's been clicking heads these last couple of points. There's
Hello?
nice bit of follow-up as well.
Why are you laughing?
It's really going to change anything here, at least with the kill onto Cowman. It's a little bit more likely.
That's toxic.
Sphere's landing too. Direct body shots onto Ned, but they're able to back off. Looks like Cowman's death actually here is going to enable Shikigami to push forward, Scott, but there's no chance they finish with time left.
Yeah. And now it's just about finishing. Just give yourself any opportunity. Right, Amazing pulse bomb goes wide. Now they're only.
Oh, nice stick. Oh, but Suzu, haha, XD. That would have been a fucking huge play because they had beat to kill beat for last fight. That would have been huge. But haha, chat, smile, Suzu, smile, Suzu, smile, Suzu.
Know what they're dealing with now, and they're just playing all the way back.
Yeah, that's GG's, I think.
Aspect, who was just trying to shield dance. There's the overclock, but before Noctis can get in his LOS, Haven secures the kill, and there we go. Unkink with an unbelievable finish there. All right, no dive here.
Yeah, he's staying on the Orisa. Okay, they're going to stay solo, but they're going to go onto the Orisa. Pretty much mirror compositions, except we're going to see Inc. on the Baptiste, like we saw in one round of Samoa, and Haven on the Cassidy once again.
That's a lot.
Yeah, nothing crazy. No double flex. Yeah, like you said, pretty much the same as we were seeing on the first map. Suzu is down. You can see them like kind of backing off now. No way Shikigami wants to fight this.
It's an important thing when you're in these Orisa matchups. I was talking earlier about the spear spin, about the fortify. Suzu was also
want this?
a very heavily tracked cooldown. If Suzu is down,
for yourself,
you want to be able to take that opportunity to engage. That's why you saw Shikigami back up, wait for their Suzu to come up, then they re-engage.
Thank you.
Haven didn't see it coming, the lamp just a second too late, and that's going to be a first fight win to Shikigami.
Easy. Just like that. All right, and Graveyard gets their rush online pretty early, and the benefit of winning that
I want
first fight
Nutella
too,
inside
very
me.
easy place to use
What
the
are you
rush.
saying,
This
bro?
can be quite frustrating to get around, especially if the enemy team does end up flooding out. Even though if you've got high ground, they can kind of jostle the bridge and just
Olives with garlic for breakfast, chat. That's delicious. You guys love garlic and olives, right?
As early as you can, as soon as they commit to the fight. But the difficulty here is, as you said, they can get very close without committing to the fight, but it doesn't even matter if Vintage is just going to kill Peace without anything.
Yo, come on. Okay, I'm going to root for Shikigami now, chat, because Shikigami needs to win a map. If they get 3-0'd, bro, that's a tough way to end their run.
For Shikigami. That's it, headshot through the window, though. There is the rush. Pretty late one. But it might be what they need, and unfortunately, Cowman's on the wrong end of a bad time right now. There is the Terror Surge, and there is his swift death. Noctis has enough falling over to the ultimate, though. Oh, what a Terror Surge! Oh my word! Dragged Haven off the side of that high ground. I didn't think even Haven thought that was going to go that far.
I don't know how Inc. are winning this fight, but they somehow came out ahead and with the bot because
it's electric. Bridge fans at 4 months, my friend. How you doing? How you doing? Ryan for 4 months as well. Appreciate it.
Very much questioned that window when it came out from the Baptiste, but somehow able to trade back and forth. Maybe it's Noctis randomly getting caught in that Terror Surge, but you know, that saves them a lot of the cart moving forward. It potentially even saves them the checkpoint. So big individual plays from Inc.
Post bomb for Peace.
I hear more police here than I do in Miami. Jesus.
Right now. Oh, Peace is just kind of laying into him at this present moment in time. Don't really want to pulse the Orisa ideally. Want to pulse Vintage though, that'd be quite nice. But there's the Suzu, stops the damage coming through. Both sound barriers also utilized. This overclock from Vintage, gonna have to tear through some of that over health. He has spotted the Orisa, but taking a lot of damage.
I agree. If you like olives, you're weird. Well, good thing I don't like olives. I love olives.
Absolute menace in the backline, but Haven tries to take an aggressive angle and gets taken down by it right. Amazing. Now playing a little bit of defense is the Tracer for Shikigami. And Inc. unable to get anything done there, but they do.
I don't understand how you can hate olives, but you probably still like pickles. Pickles are disgusting. Do you like pickles? Okay, yeah, I gotta leave.
He's just everywhere, just
pickles are
putting on so much pressure, but it didn't come up to anything in the end. Eventually falls as well. So I like the idea from Inc. there. I think Peace did a great job, but they just, at the end of the day, they didn't have enough legs to be able to hold the fight.
Come on, Shikigami.
The touch here before the checkpoint comes through, which is smart, but now they've put themselves in a terrible position, and now Cowman's used all of their cooldowns, and they're fighting into a Kitsune rush.
Oh, that lamp too. Oh, that hit the lamp post or something. I'm not sure what that hit, but it didn't go far enough to save Cowman. That is a checkpoint too for Shikigami. This is looking the exact opposite of what happened in the last couple of maps.
Yeah, and you know, things like this can happen in any form of mix-up, right? You put in a player, you know, different tank player, even though they don't play that differently, can just sort of give you something different, maybe even call.
Ah, damn, Solo is soloing right now.
In this series, gets a 3K with a Terror Surge, and now that's even more meterage on the board, up to 70 meters and counting. But also, we did see in the first round, if we go all the way back to the first round of Samoa, when they did play the Orisa matchup, Shikigami did have the edge for a majority of that round as well, so maybe they're just more confident in this matchup.
I will escort the robot.
So many ultimates on King, but just unable to get any of them like utilized. Really, I mean, at the end of the day, fighting up into this high ground is really rough. Oh, Beast gets spear checked.
Yeah, I'm actually really surprised they don't just go to point and then like just push the point, push the bot for free.
Just on the bridge. There's the Terror Surge, and now the bot has been stolen away. Shikigami re-engaged.
Because that's going to happen, and that's going to be really bad for you guys. If they take the bot and run with it, you're screwed.
Ultimate's there, but it puts Shikigami in control again with Cowman hitting the floor. Also on from Peace, even going a little bit wide. Still takes down the Tracer, but Shikigami just running away with this one. Just basically out-rotating UNC.
Yeah, and that's the big issue, is that Shikigami is just like, okay, you want to fight for that high ground? We'll just go to the bottom. We'll just keep pushing.
I really wish we heard the comms there while they were rotating.
So that means that they can't fight as evenly, and that's why, you know, Peace is able to eventually stop the bot. But now, once again, we get into the same loop. Shikigami, they say, we'll take the high ground.
Yo, Splurp7! I appreciate that. That's a new tier 2 sub, my friend.
Oh, no, AJ, I'm pretty sure that just got AJ.
Wait, did he just Oh, chat. There's been a few Ajaxes today.
The blaster did not hit the floor. That is rough. Inc. lose their sound barrier. But Peace is making up for this one. Don't worry. Paintbrush, I got you, Chief.
They're gonna
nice little Suzu.
Nah, I think you better.
They could have done it, but I think with the Tracer and the Kyria, it's pretty hard to get that one in.
I'd love to see that Ajax again, because yeah, it felt like it was gonna go down. You know, we saw him fly into the camera, but never ended up coming. But that's a huge fight win. Even with the Ajax, UNC are able to win the fight. So Shikigami, now they're the ones on the back foot a little bit. They're the ones who have to assail into this high ground. They have the Terror Surge and they have the Overclock, but both of those ultimates are hard to get value from, while UNC are able to just sit on this sort of high ground. Peace somehow falls
down though. Oh, there is the rush behind me. Oh. Cowman in a decent spot to try and do some damage in the back line, but unfortunately just gets pushed away by Solo. Still with the Terror Surge in hand.
I'll help clean after.
Does manage to get it. There's the Suzu. Stops all that damage going through.
You're not cooking and cleaning. That's unfair.
Yeah, that rush from
against the rules.
Slowed things down, but it didn't give them any value. So they're still dueling back and forth, and this Overclock gets ripped by Vintage, looking for any picks. Paintbrush is the one who falls, getting very aggressive, trying to deal with it himself. Cowman tries to use the Terror Surge to stop the Vintage Overclock.
Vintage is actually popping off. Oh, never mind. Okay.
Vintage does eventually fall to Peace, but it's already over.
Already over. 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go, Scott.
Not gonna lie, I'm a YouTube viewer and live is way better. I keep telling you guys that live is better. But no one trusts me, man.
And with 2.5 minutes, that's not a lot of time to really do much. And with a big change from UNC going over to the SIG, what really
have just been like, hey, this is what we're better at. You know, this is where we seem to be finding value. Cowman just seems to be falling over and over again. So potentially slow things down, play around the Sigma. I don't love it on this map, but what they were currently doing wasn't working, so may as well switch things up.
Haven with a decent lineup too with this Overclock. Almost as soon as Haven popped that Overclock there, Road got laid down. Yeah. So that's
why would anyone trust you? I'm a trustworthy person, right, chat?
Noctis gets out of there though. Same with the rest of Shikigami. If once again Skull kind of stolen the ball away from UNC, who now have to drop down to the low ground.
And if you see the way Shikigami are playing it, they're just playing reactive. They recognize they have a huge advantage. They don't need to be the ones going in first and using ultimates first. Every time UNC uses an ultimate, they just react with one of their own. They have the sound barrier, and that's pretty much all they have for right now. Hanbin drops the rush. I expect the Noctis sound barrier to follow.
There's a sound barrier from Noctis. Still on the high ground, dueling away with the Tracer. Solo just getting focused.
I mean, how much more are you making?
I mean, you're just cowering around the bot, just hoping you can survive there, but Shikigami
this is
still
good.
in just such a commanding lead, and because these fights, they're so long, Scott, but they're also just so close to the midpoint. Like, Shikigami have got so much time to work with still. They've got a minute to really contend with, and UNC still needs to get a checkpoint.
The big thing you need to
wait, this is Jay's Hello Kitty dungeon? Yes, chat, I'm in jail right now.
You lose this one fight. If they get this checkpoint, they're able to hold this high ground. All of a sudden, it only takes them 1 or 2 more fights to be able to control and close out this map. You can see Solo trying to close the distance, has the Terror Surge, but they're kind of in no man's land with no more cooldowns.
Yeah, like
and
you
now
said, that Terror Surge
map with the bot.
They flipped. There is a flux, there is a sound barrier. However, Shikigami might just want to wait this one out, Scott. They've still got a lot of meters to kind of play with too. They can force them into a position where they need to.
I'm in jail, chat. Oh my god, what a rock to a pulse.
That is a fantastic kill. Shikigami lose their tank.
My favorite thing in jail is when I get chained up.
Int onto the points. Or just get out.
They're gonna just get out, and the 3 of them do manage to do just that, but now we're in an interesting spot. You see Cal
wait, what?
wants to catch them off guard, but doesn't hit anything, and
No, that's a throw, chat. That's a throw. That's a throw, bro. That's a throw, bro. If he got it, that would have been huge, but that's a throw.
But still sitting in that terror surge. Vinci takes the skies and takes him down, and Shikigami are gonna wipe the floor with
Imagine if Shikigami actually reverse sweeps this, chat.
And Shikigami, what do you see?
Are you dating? No, she's my sister, bro. Come on. So yes, the answer to your question is yes.
Man, I need lobster for real, though. I need lobster eyes, actually.
I just need good eyes, honestly. You know, my eyes are getting shot. I'm getting old, but the young whippersnappers get this one going because we actually have both teams playing Orisa. They're not going to come out and play the Sigma.
Oh, you date your sister too? Pretty cool. Wait, what?
Matchup. So it's all about the cooldowns of the points. So it's getting very low.
For Vintage, that was a very good railgun shot. Unfortunately, Haven didn't end up falling. Point does get capped by Unkink. Shikigami unable to kind of hold on to that point. No Baptiste either, Scott. There's a small little change there as well. No Unkink Baptiste. It's all on that Kiriko, especially for this map. Feels like you really need it. Vintage going a little bit too far forward. Receives the Suzu. It's actually Ryan Amazing who goes down first, but they end up trading it back with Haven. Vintage trying to get the kill on the front line, but oh my word, the pressure Cowman's putting on right now to Vintage. Kind of shrugging off, but that DPS...
I'm sorry, but watching Orisa just do all that just makes me mad, bro. Orisa's so dumb.
Although Peace landing that pulse bomb, that's a bit of AoE damage on Graveyard. There might be a little double kill as well. Yes, it is. Peace coming up huge.
Wow, Peace was actually cracked.
And one of the things that is...
I say actually a lot. I need to stop.
Time is that if you lose the first fight, but you give up the cap, it's one of the worst things that you can do because Shikigami, especially on Flashpoint, you might not even get a second fight, like effective fight. You can see solos running to the point, but they're going to have to rush in and use cooldowns very early. So if you're Shikigami, this is almost like a let's not use ultimates unless they get a pick.
Well, they do manage to get the touch for OT, but such an easy point to use the rush on. And with Vintage already dead, surely this point is already over. I can see in the back line there, Pieces trying to harass the supports, but there's the Terror Surge, but only for a little while longer can you really survive in that after you've used all your CDs. And that will be point. Inc. off to a good start.
Not bad, not bad. Yes, Shikigami, they used the Terror Surge, they used the Pulse Bomb, but it's not the worst thing in the world. When did they use the rush? That must have been the fight previous to that one as well that I must have missed. But now Shikigami, this fight, it felt like that first point was over in the blink of an eye, and now Unkink, they're going to have positioning once again. They have the high ground. This is what both teams always want to fight for because it just gives you such an overlook over the capture point, and you can see Shikigami, they're going to fight for it.
They've got a good position again. Just kind of the rotations in the positional play here from Unkink. Kind of standing up strong.
Come on, Shikigami. You guys got to win this, bro.
Shikigami, like you said, Scott, they'll be closer to their rush. But there's the overclocks. Haven receiving that sound barrier. And somehow Haven weaving that ult through to the back line, just sniping Vintage. And that's another fight won for Inc.
Oh my god, holy.
And I think that's the 5th ult so far from Shikigami that hasn't found any value, right? And that's the one thing that I think is hurting them the most. Feels like they're playing incredibly reactively to try and respond to what Unkink is doing, but they're just always on the back foot. So they need to get a change up in the way that they're playing this matchup because right now they're just getting completely outmaneuvered and outmacroed.
They're going to walk into a Terror Surge too, so if you want to take the high ground, it's going to be pretty hard to. Terror Surge rush
and then walk into another rush, it's going to be difficult to win.
Fish taking a lot of damage. There's a pulse one from Ryan Amazing. A lot of tiny Overwatch happening right now. It doesn't matter because the Terror Surge did enough to find 2. Ryan Amazing and Solo still coming up with a lot of damage and kills, but
nope.
Really at the very end of it.
That's tough, bro. Chat, that's tough. I think Shikigami's gonna lose on this point,
which is very unlikely.
Yeah, you know, as long as the Orisa doesn't use Fortify, Shield Spin, or look away from the Tracer, you know, Ryan Amazing could get those 3.
Yeah, that's so true. That's so true. Ever tried to one-clip an Orisa? I just think it's impossible.
Okay, so you would have to assume that this is going to be Shikigami accepting that they're not going to win this fight and they're not going to touch. What? Never mind. Lol jokes. They're going to go for it once again.
You got to at least have a one last try. I mean, with the Terror Surge too. Ooh, but with Vintage dead, I don't think that Lucio's long for the world either. Cowman taking a lot of aggro in the front line. That space been going a little bit wide. Peace with the pulse and sticks to the Terror Surging Orisa. Actually results in a kill.
No.
So
I'm
still
gonna
fighting
help.
a lot of damage though, enough for Hame to go down. Oh, good headshot from Graveyard, but there it is. There's the cap. Inc. I mean, is this just it?
The heck was that? Did you guys hear that? Did that sound like the ocean?
Back to back, Shikigami. They might just go down. Inc. have got another priority position on point 2.
Yeah, and that's the cost of taking the fight at 99% is that you just lose the position. If you lose that fight, you commit ultimates, you lose ultimates, and you lose positioning for the next fight. Because now Inc., they have positioning. We have Cowman already set up on the point, shooting.
Oh, that was the fountain. True.
Inc. are the team that has the ultimates coming up. They have the overclock. They have the sound barrier, so they can do whatever they want. They can take as long as they want. Shikigami, they do not want to lose control of this point, also capture of this point before as this starts to unlock.
Yeah, no, Unk.
Clock angle here might go a little bit wild. Oh, there's one shot. Dodges out of the way of that pulse bomber too.
That was a good beat, but the other team has beat as well. They have a better beat. Nah, chat. Yeah, I think Unk wins this. Yeah, definitely.
And a rush. Every single time Shikigami have a plan, they cannot execute it.
Shikigami used like three, 4 ults that fight as well.
The rush was used there at the end. Yes, Unk used a lot of ultimates, but a lot of big ones by the wayside for Shikigami.
Yeah, no, Unk as well. They use 4. That's tough, man. Okay, I'm gonna go eat my olives because olives are the best thing in the world.
Needs to give them a window to get back into this map and keep the series alive. Oh, amazing!
Oh, almost got one shot there by the spear and some additional damage thrown on top. It's the fight that they need to win, Scott. That is right.
He's getting close.
Right, amazing, almost with it. Oh, what? Okay, Lucio come out of nowhere and just finished off piece. Okay, 1 man down. 5v4 now on the point. Cowman still taking a lot of that damage, but getting perma-healed. You can see how much healing. It's ridiculous, even with this DPS passive. Surely the Orisa goes down next. Surely. Finally, Solo gets the kill.
You eat them alone? No, the olives have garlic in the middle, chat.
Survived that.
And that's percentage on the board, and Hanbei also got so much of a Kitsune rush as well from just permanently healing Kalman sitting on the point. So they can just build up all of their ultimates. They're getting close to 4, almost a 5 with Paintbrush as well, but Shikigami have a wealth of ultimates on their own. So
yeah, I don't know. It's going to come down to which team is going to have better ults here. Shikigami is going to have almost all of them, but so is Unk.
Anything can happen. Nice dodge.
Pulse bomb for peace. Yeah, good dodge. 4 or 5 ultimates for Shikigami.
Oh, dude.
Solo cannot let Solo to go down. Like, they gotta save him. Well, there's the sound barrier to top him up with some over health. As Vintage just lobs these railguns in, trying to get him past the Orisa. Pulse bomb drags the Orisa in, but Solo's still super low. I mean, permanent harassment on the side here from Peace, but eventually drags the Orisa in, but Solo's still super low. I mean, permanent harassment on the side here from Peace, but eventually Cowman ends up falling over. Shikigami now determined to keep themselves in this series.
And that was not bad if you're Shikigami here. They were able to hold on to the rush, so they have a big tool to be able to deal with Unkink if they come in. But Cowman's going to switch over to Doomfist. They want to end it here and now. And Haven, this ends now. If anyone's going to do it, it's going to be the Sojourn.
Yeah, Doomfist has such a hard time as well against the Orisa. Here's the rush, matched instantly. Unking still with a sound barrier advantage. As Cowman had to go for the retouch, and here it is. Here is the overclock. He's trying to find targets, but the Tracer's giving him the slip. Right, amazing with the help of Solo there, taking it down, the ulting Sojourn, but it's not over just yet. Cowman has fallen, but Pieces of Pulse in a couple of seconds, and a couple of kills to his name as well. 10% away, and a Fortify and a Spear Spin already used from Solo.
Come on, Shiki, you're gonna need to win this.
4 Piece just trying to save his Lucio.
Oh, Shikigami needs a... No way. No way, bro. 1 HP fucking Orisa and a Tracer, dude. No shot.
Amazing fight. Shikigami saved by their Tracer.
No fucking shot.
This round or this point and keep themselves in the game.
Valiant effort by Peace on the Tracer. Peace almost.
You better not be cleaning. That's fine.
Solo had just fallen. Anything could have happened because it would have been
what laptop
on the point. But now we're going to have
watching
taking position once again. They have no ultimates. They committed everything to try and win that round, and now they're the team that are in the hole of they used too much. And maybe you could say it was.
I don't think pro players would play Venture even if it was allowed. I'm pretty sure they can play Venture, but Venture's not good right now, chat. Sojourn Tracer is much better right now.
Quick speed away, a couple of little boops there. Make sure Shikigami gets out of this one scot-free. pulse bomb for Ryan Amazing.
Oh, Venture's disabled in these games? I didn't even know that.
They're in a good spot.
I thought it was on the live patch.
Really easy point to get Terror Surge down.
Oh, Venture's not allowed till DreamHack? Oh, they made that a rule? I didn't even know.
Unkink move around. Kalman's trying to force it a little bit. Goes in with the spear spin. Oh, Solo's now the one gets it too aggressive. Does manage to live, but now they don't have control of the point.
They don't
want to let this flip.
Oh, there's the rush to try and put it back on.
Nice, they didn't let it flip. That's good. That's actually really good.
Forced to disengage. There is the Terror Surge. His paintbrush square in the chest, reducing to about 50% HP. And here comes the sound barrier, but unable to save Vintage. Shikigami's beat, not finding too much just yet. And it's actually Unkink that come out on top of this fight.
Wow, that was good tracking from Peace.
Just ignored pretty much.
Wow.
That was just so much damage coming out. Yeah, that one rush from Unkink and Hanbei just gave him such a huge advantage on the point. That could all probably lead back to the fact that Solo taking so much damage trying to aggress onto the point onto Kalman. Graveyard has to use the rush early, and then from there they just kept committing ultimates to try and turn the fight in their favor, and it just never came. And now Macro flips once again. Unkink with a bunch of ultimates and holding the point 60%, and they'll close out the series.
Cool. There you go. Taking to the skies is Vintage. A lot of people lining up.
Nice shot.
Dissuaded from pushing even forward. There's the sound barrier. Must have got speed up. I don't know. I saw him activating that quite a while ago, but it will end up connecting with the rest of the team. Beat hits from Paintbrush.
Damn, they're staggering the Lucio. That's crazy.
Nice.
Chat, last fight. Last fight.
Able to actually touch this point, 80%.
This is final fight.
Yeah,
Got his chance now. This is it. I mean, you have to touch it for the Tracer. Noctis only just spawned, Scott.
Yeah, and if they catch the Tracer, you can see Ryan Mason's going to try and
I'm
go
helping.
on the left side, but I think Peace is going to already match it.
They don't touch. They don't touch.
Oh my god, Shikigami, bro.
Get there in time. That late kill onto Noxus was all that they needed, and Inc. come up with the win, a 3-1 victory, eliminating Shikigami.
Wow. And honestly, I think Unkink just played a better series. It felt like they had a much better
Damn.
to play all of these matchups.
Bro, 33% on Unk as well.
On Midtown as well. And
Shikigami with 2.6 million going bye-bye. Okay, friends, YouTube thinks you might like this next video, so let me know if they're right.